Alright, welcome to this section. We are going to get an overview of what we are learning throughout this section. So in the upcoming videos, we learn the following. First, we are going to talk about download and the setup files for the entire course. Then we are going to follow up the upcoming tags. We are going to talk about how to comment on code. Then we will talk about the doc type, HTML head, title, body, h1 to h6, paragraph, break, hr, or anchor tag, link, meta, style, and then we will follow up the summary. So that mine. Thanks for watching. I will see you in my next video. Alright, welcome back. So in this video, we are going to download and set up our files for the entire course. So the very first thing, I want you to download the zip file which is in the video description. I will give you the file as a link. So you should have to download this file and save it. Now I'm going to my download folder here. After downloading and save the file in any folder, now double click on the file to extract it. So when you extract this file, there is another folder called HTML5. So the zip file, I can trace it, right click and move to bin. When you open this folder HTML5, there is a lot of folders like 01 basic tags, style and semantics, list, images, audio and video. After that form and input, then frames, tables, programming, formatting, and last one is project files. So these are the some topics which I will cover in this section. We are going to covering this all these topics and it's all set up for you. Okay, now the other thing I want you to do is I want you to open up Visual Studio Code right here, and we are going to add a folder. Here go to file and add folder to workspace. Find your folder, we'll download workspace, and here is my folder HTML5. Just click on it and click on add, and here you can see my folder is here HTML5. If I click on it, here you can see these are all folders which are available in this here, right here. Now we are going to click on each folder and there is a files, like in this folder have file. All folders have some files or data in it. So these are the complete setup of this section. You have to download it and set up in Visual Studio Code. Now we are ready to start learning HTML5 tags. Alright, so that's how you to download and set up files. Thanks for watching. I will see you in my next video. Alright, welcome back. So in this video we are going to talk about the comment and how to comment our code. So let's go our basic tags folder right here. This is that folder which we are added recently, HTML5. You have to open basic tags right here, and in this folder there is a file called basic tags. Just click on it and here you can open this file right here. And the very first line here, line 1 right here, I want to talk about commenting our code. So you will notice that every single line of code are actually, there is no code on that place, but every line of text on this page is commented out. So when you come at code and if you see that type of description, then you will better understand why commenting is so important. If you go to the style and semantic folder right here, and there is another file, click on it, and here you can see I have the same thing here, and it's on every single file in the project folder that I had you to download. I have commented out everything from A to Z, and the reason for that is so that when you come back and you need a reference guide, so you can just go to the section and say, oh, I need to look at the basic tags and what does it mean? What is this? Instead of Google searching the definition, you just go right here and say, okay, define a comment. So just go back to basic tags right here, and you can see the text written here, define a comment. If you type any code, just as example, this is a text. You can see this is simple text, but if you want to comment this out, you have to write from starting left angular bracket, exclamatory mark, and dash dash, and from the end of this text again you have to type dash dash and a right angular bracket. So here you can see this code is comment out. When you run this file or a project, this line of code will not compile. If you want to uncomment this, then remove these three things from right here and from the starting of the line right here. Now this is our code, this is a text. And there is shortcut key to comment our code. Just press command plus front slash. Now your code is in comment. If you want to remove comment from this text, just again press command plus front slash. Now your comment will be removed. So there are two types of comments, single line comment or a multiple line comment. So like here, this is a single line. I'm just replace the text. This is a single line. So if you want to comment this line, just press command plus front slash. So this is a single line comment. If you want to comment multiple lines, just type here, this is a multiple line comment. So there are 6 lines from this is a multiple command. If you comment these all lines from 5 to 10, you have to select this code and just press command plus front slash. So this is a multi-line comment. So till now we have learned single line comment or a multiple line comments. Okay, so that's how you comment your code. So thanks for watching. I will see you in my next video. Alright, welcome back. So in this video we are going to talk about doctype. DOCTYPE. Right here. So we have covered in last video single line comment or a multiple line comment. So the very first thing that I want you to do is I want you to go where it says define a document type right here. So guys, before writing anything, let me define one thing, which is what doctype is. So basically doctype define the type of your document. As example, if you write a code in HTML, so document type define that this document is in HTML. So the right way to write document type is just take an angular bracket, then exclamatory mark, and after that you have to type HTML, then close the angular bracket. This is the right way to define your document type. So this is the very first thing. You have to define your type of document, which is HTML. So basically you have to type an angular bracket, then exclamatory mark, DOCTYPE, which all characters in uppercase. After you have to type HTML, then close angular bracket. So this is a way to define your document type. So that's all for this section. I will see you in my next video. Alright, welcome back. So in this video we are going to talk about HTML tag. So the very first question is, what is HTML tag? You have to go here. In my last video we have covered comments. After that we have covered the topic of doctype, and now we are know more about what HTML tag is. So the HTML tag defined in an HTML document right here. First thing, you have to define document type, which is HTML. After that you have to type HTML from starting, like angular bracket, type HTML and then close the angular bracket. So this is the second thing you have to type after doctype HTML. So the HTML tag defines the HTML part in a document. So there is one more thing which I want to say, that is HTML is not a case sensitive. You can write HTML in a capital letters or a small letter like HTML and then write here HTML. So the HTML tag comes with a pair. One is opening tag and one is a closing tag. So you can see clearly this is an opening tag and this is a closing tag. So I want to write here, this is a opening tag, this is a closing tag. I want to comment this out. Like now you can clearly see this is a opening HTML tag and this is a closing HTML tag. So first thing, you need to define document type, which is HTML. After that you have to define the HTML part, then you have to type HTML from starting. So the all code in HTML document right inside these both tags, after the opening HTML tag and before the closing HTML tag. So HTML tag just define a boilerplate of your code. So there is another method which you can use to type your HTML tag. Just type HTML and tab and hit the tab button. It will automatically autofill your boilerplate of HTML opening and closing tag. Right here you can see, if again I type HTML and hit the tab button, it will automatically autofill. So in VS Code, what it does, it's give you an option to create a boilerplate with their template. Okay, so this is what it look like if it is a document type and then below HTML tag. So that is the purpose of HTML tag. Okay, that's all about this. So thanks for watching. I will see you in my next video. Alright, welcome back. So In this video, we are going to talk about the head tag, HEAD tag. So what is the reason to define a head tag? That is, head tag contain the metadata and the information for the document. Okay, so an example, and we are going to cover this later in this course, but as an example, if we are going to use the style tag to put a CSS inside your HTML document instead of having an external document, what you would do is you would put that in head tag. You have to write your all CSS inside of head tag. The other elements that would put in the head tag would be a script tag, the meta tag, I believe it's a meta tag, and the other information like what you would to want in your head tag. Okay, because how the web browser render your code, it's read the top to bottom. So if you have a lot of information at the top of your web page, that's going to be read first and then go to down line by line. So that's why you have to learn a CSS. What's happen in CSS is when the style tags say that you have a CSS file or a home page. So the head tag contain the meta information for the document. It contain like all the CSS files which you want to connect to your HTML document, all the CSS files which you want to connect to your HTML document, all the JS file which you want to connect your HTML document, and all other important information. So if you want to write your head tag, you have to just type HEAD and just press tab button like this. So head tag comes with a opening tag or a closing tag. So I'm just copy and paste this line of code right here, and also this. Now you can see clearly head tag comes with a pair of tags. One is opening tag and other is closing tag. So the right way to define your head tag is inside your HTML document. So you have to cut from here, Command X, and paste inside your HTML tag, Command V to paste here. You have to type your all tags inside the HTML document or a HTML tag, and if you want to define any informations about this page or a document, then you have to define inside head tag right here. So that's all about the head tag. So thanks for watching. Alright, welcome back. So in this video we are going to talk about the title tag. So actually what title tag is, the title tag defines the title for the document. If you want to define the title of any document, you have to just use the title tag, and the correct way to type your title tag is just type TITLE, just hit the tab button, it will automatically complete. So the very first thing that is title tag come with a pair, one is opening and other is closing tag. This is, I'm copying the code from here and paste it here, closing, copy, and I paste it here. So title tag contain the information about the title of a document. The correct way to define this title tag is inside your heading tag. You have to just press Command plus X and go for here head tag. You have to paste your code there. So in step 1 we go for document type, after that we go for HTML, then we go for head tag, and inside our head tag we go for title tag. So let me write some code inside the title tag. So the title of this document is front-end developer. So if I run this code inside my browser, so I'm going to open Firefox. You have to hit Command plus space and type Firefox Developer Edition, and your browser is ready to use. Again go to your code. So after writing your title of your document, I'm just removing all the comments here because it's looking so bad right here. I'll remove this and also this. So here you can see we are inside HTML, then head, then title. We write here front-end developer as a title. So if you right click on your document and go for open in default browser, and here you can see my document is ready. So guys, here you can see the title is present here, front-end developer. So if I change my code right here, I'm changing it to web developer, so it is right. So after writing your code, you have to just right click on your code and click on open in default browser. So your file is open, and here you can see guys, title is web developer, which you have right here in your code, title web developer. So that's all about the title tag. So in last of this section, I'm just say that title tag contain the information of a title of a document. As simple as that, guys. So that's all about the title tag. Thanks for watching. Alright, welcome back. So in this video we are going to talk about the body tag. So the body tag defines the document body. So why is body so important when it comes to an actual document? Well, I will show you. So if we are go to the style and semantic folders, right here, second one, you have to click on the file inside it, and guys, here you can see a boilerplate is present inside your code. So here you can see these are some starting tags like a document type. From starting, HTML define the type of document, and heading tag contain the meta information, and the title tag contain the title information about the document, and after that we come to the body tag. So the body tag contain all the information, all your code and all your tags. So that's the reason why body tag is so important for your HTML document, because you have to define all the tags, all the headings, all the paragraphs, all the links inside your body tag. So guys, here you can see body tag define a section in a document. If you want to define any headings for your document or a section, you have to type inside your body tag. If you want to define navigation link, you have to type in your body tag, and it also specify the main content of a document. It's define a section in a document, define an article, define the content aside from the page content, and define additional details that the user can view or hide. Define a dialog box or window, define a visible heading for a detail element, and everything. So guys, if you want to define any tag, you have to type inside your body tag. So that's the reason why body is so important. So guys, there is a one thing which I want to say I forgot in my last video. So that is, so guys, when we are talking about head tag and all the information about metadata, so these information are very useful for SEO as the aspect of your website. So if you want to score your website, then you have to type all the meta informations inside your head tag. So guys, if you want to define anything, you have to just write inside your body tag. So if we go back, I want to close it and go back to your previous document. So now we are come to document body. If you want to define any body tag, you have to just type angular bracket body and just close it. And again, same thing, body tag comes with both an opening tag or a closing tag. So this is an opening tag and this is a closing tag. So how can you identify this is an opening or this is a closing tag? So guys, here you can see, I zoom it. In opening tag, there is an angular bracket, then tag, then closing bracket. And in closing tag, you can see right here, angular bracket, then front slash, after that tag, then closing. So the main difference between opening and closing tag is a front slash. So the right way to define your body tag is just press Command X to cut here and paste it here, Command V inside your HTML tag. So guys, step 1, you have to define document type. After that you have to define HTML tag. After that you have to define heading tag, and inside heading you have to define title of your document right here. And when heading tag is closed, then you have to define the body tag right here. And if you want to write or do anything inside your code, then you have to type inside your body tag. So that's all about body tag. Thanks for watching. Alright, welcome back. So in this video we are going to talk about H tag or a heading tag. So the heading tag is starting from H1 and jumps to H6, like H1, H2, H3, then H4, H5, H6. So H1 is the largest heading tag and H6 is the smallest heading tag. So as example, if we define HTML heading, you have to just type H1 and just press tab. It will automatically complete your tag. I'm just writing this is H1 tag, and if I want to define H2, this is H2 tag. Then I'm going to define H3 tag. This is H3 tag. Then I'm going to define H4. This is H4 tag. Then H5. This is H5 tag. Then H6. This is H6 tag. I'm just showing the difference between H1 to H6. So basically heading tags start from H1 and ending to H6. So the h1 is greatest heading and the h6 is lowest. So here you can see a common thing, which is heading tag comes with a pair opening tag and a closing tag right here. So the right way to define your heading tags is inside your body tag right here. So as I told you in my previous video that if you want to define anything inside your HTML document, then you have to type or code inside your body tag. So the body tag starts from here and ends to here. So if I want to see the difference between h1, h2, h3, h4, h6, then just right click on a document and go for open in your default browser. And guys, here you can see this is the difference between h1, h2, h3, h4, h6. So h1 is the greatest heading, then h2 the lowest, then h3 also lowest, h4, h5, h6. So h6 is the smallest heading inside your document and h1 is the largest heading inside your document. So go back to your code and here you can see h1 to h6. So basically h tag define the heading in your HTML document, and there are 6 type of headings inside your HTML document, and which is start from h1 and ends to h6. So that's all about the heading tag. Thanks for watching. Alright, welcome back. So in this video we are going to talk about paragraph tag. So p tag defines a paragraph. So if I just write here angular bracket p and close it, and I write inside it something like this is a paragraph. So basically p tag defines the paragraph inside your HTML document, and the correct way to define your paragraph is inside your body tag right here. As I previously told you that if you want to define any tag, then you have to type inside your body tag. As I told you in a previous video that you have to type all your heading tag inside your body tag, and as like that all the paragraph tag or a p tag you have to define inside your body tag. So if you want to see your what p tag do, then you have to just right click on a document and click on open in default browser, and here you can see these are all heading tag, and after that this is a paragraph. As I write here, this is a paragraph, and if I add something like this as example, so guys these are all heading tags and this is a paragraph. So now I'm going to close this, and if I just write something inside my code as example and again right click and open in default browser, and here you can see it's updated here. So if you want to define any heading, then you have to type inside the heading tag, and if you want to define a paragraph, then you have to type inside your p or a paragraph tag. So that's all about the paragraph tag. Thanks for watching. Alright, welcome back. So in this video we are going to talk about break tag. So the break tag insert a single line break inside your code. So a great example of this is, before do anything, let's write out a break tag. If you want to write any break tag, you have to just simply type br and hit enter. So there is a one thing to say that br tag come in a single, not a pair. Here you can see there is no closing tag for br, it's just a opening tag. So I want to say that br tag is not come in a pair. So the basic work of br is giving a line break. So the best way to define is inside your body tag. I'm just cut from here and type from here br. So as example, I just write this br tag inside my paragraph tag right here br. So this is a complete paragraph, and inside this paragraph there is a br tag. So if I want to show that, just right click and open in default browser. So guys, here you can see this paragraph is divided into two parts. One part is this to paragraph, and again from this text sample. So if I again write br and again br and again right click open in default browser. So guys, here you can see this is a complete paragraph, but one line break is here, one is here, and one is here. So I had inserted 3 br inside this a complete paragraph. So this is the main work of br. So br tag just give a line break. So that's all about the br tag. Thanks for watching. Alright, welcome back. So in this video we are going to talk about hr tag, or a thematic change in the content. So basically if you want to define HR tag, you have to just type HR and just hit tab. And guys, here you can see there is a no closing tag for HR. It's simply come in a single tag. It's not come in pair. So it's only comes in opening tag HR. So if you want to see the work of HR, you have to type it inside your body tag. Just cut from here and I'm just paste it here, HR tag. And after HR, I'm just insert a paragraph. So this is a paragraph. If I see the changes in my document comes, just right click and click on open in default browser. So guys, here you can see there is a horizontal line after this code and before this line. Here you can see a horizontal line. If I go for the code and write HR in 2 times or 3 times, if I want to see the changes again, and here you can see there is a 3 line. So the basic work of HR is to print a horizontal line or just nothing. So that's all about the HR tag.